Good morning, good afternoon, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to F4S. Actually, got a three for one. I'm going to start off with my own Money in the Bank predictions. Match just added recently. Fatal four way tag team match for the WWE Tag SmackDown Tag Team Championships. Now, I don't know this if all six guys are going to be in the ring at the same time. I mean, considering what's going on with the pandemic and everything, social distancing and in the empty arenas for wrestling events and live shows. But what's unique about this Money in the Bank pay per view? It's going to take place at WWE corporate headquarters. Yeah. So the men's and women's matches will take place simultaneously. But before I get to that, I almost lost my train of thought there. So so I guess I don't know if each team is going to be in the ring for this tag team title match, or is it just going to be like Kofi Kingston representing New Day, one of the Forgotten Sons representing one of the team members for the Forgotten Sons representing their team, and I guess John Morrison's going to represent Miz and Morrison, and I guess whoever represents the Lucha Party, Lucha House Party. So, so with that being said, I'm going to go with if all six guys compete in this match, I'm going to go with the Forgotten Sons to win. Singles match for the WWE Championship. Seth Rollins challenges Drew McIntyre. As of last year, Seth Rollins turned heel, created the main event Messiah, a gimmick. Other than that, it was semi successful, but with the only thing they got to show for it was the Raw Tag Team titles before they dropped it to the Viking Raiders. So, and I'll get to that after the championship match. I got Drew McIntyre to retain. I can't see him dropping the belt this early since he just won it at WrestleMania. Viking Raiders, well, I'm booking this match. Viking Raiders challenge the Street Profits for the Raw Tag Team titles. Now, the Viking Raiders defeated the Street Profits in a non-title match this past Monday on Raw, so they deserve a tag team title shot. So, and I'm going to go with the Viking Raiders to win. Though I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if the Street Profits pull off a victory. But my pick is the Viking Raiders. Next, singles match for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Bayley versus Tamina. I got Bayley to retain. I know one YouTuber that's a wrestling fan had a thought where Sasha Banks attacks Lacey Evans or something, and somehow Lacey Evans is unable to compete in the women's ladder match, and Sasha Banks wins the women's ladder match. I like that idea. I think that's a really cool idea. But it all depends if on this for the if creative pulls the trigger on that. But as far as that goes, I have Bayley to retain. Singles match for the WWE Universal Championship. Braun Strowman takes on Bray Wyatt. Now, this will be, if Bray Wyatt wins, he'll be a two-time, three-time champion overall. I gotta say, it wouldn't be surprising if Braun Strowman defeats Bray Wyatt because if you look at it this way, Goldberg defeated Bray Wyatt. So, though I can't see, since Bray Wyatt defeated John Cena at WrestleMania, I wouldn't be surprised if Bray Wyatt wins. And at the same time, too, it's not surprising that WWE Creative kills yet another big man. So, and this is not the first time that, though Braun Strowman, he's capable. He botched. He's made mistakes too. So I would say both on his end and WWE Creative's side. But I have Braun Strowman to retain. Men's Money in the Bank ladder match. You have AJ Styles, Otis, King Corbin, Aleister Black, Rey Mysterio, and Daniel Bryan. Now, AJ Styles, he won a gauntlet match to enter this ladder match. Now, that would be kind of cool if AJ Styles wins the ladder match. And pending if the last match is the WWE Championship match and he makes it a triple threat match. That'd be cool if he defeated Drew McIntyre and Seth Rollins in the same night. That would be kind of cool. Phenomenal in the Bank becomes 3-time WWE champion. That'd be kind of cool. Though I wouldn't. It wouldn't surprise me if he goes over and cashes in on Braun Strowman or Bray Wyatt. So he would be. He would add the Universal title to his notch of championships that AJ Styles won in all the different promotions he went to. Now, my pick is Aleister Black. Because if you really think about it, Aleister Black, Baron Corbin, and Otis have been in NXT. So NXT is well represented in this match. Now, King Corbin would be interesting too, because 3 years ago he won the ladder match, but he failed to defeat Jinder Mahal. I wouldn't be surprised if he won the Money in the Bank. So, no, I don't. I think if Otis wins the Money in the Bank match, I disagree with this 300%. No way. Because you might as well, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about that one. I'll just say that. Rey Mysterio, his time is up. I don't know. I can't see him winning Money in the Bank. Nor I see Daniel Bryan winning it either. So Aleister Black is my pick. Though I wouldn't be surprised. Look for one of these three. Either Aleister Black, King Corbin, or AJ Styles to win it. But please don't let it be Otis. Next is the women's women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Asuka, Shayna Baszler, Nia Jax, Dana Brooke, Lacey Evans, and Carmella. If I have to go with for SmackDown, my choice, I would have to go with Lacey Evans. And on the Raw side, my main pick is Shayna Baszler. Because I can't see Asuka winning it, though it would be interesting to see Asuka and Becky 3. Though I think we already saw Nia Jackson, Becky Lynch though too. So, and Carmella already won it, so uh, I don't know. But Shayna Baszler is my pick. So that's my predictions for WWE Money in the Bank. All right. Here's the second part of my video. We're going to go with the NFL portion of the show. All right. Just last night, the NFL released the 2020 schedule. So this is going to be really different. I guess these teams are going to play in empty stadiums. I get, I guess even the commentators will be like 6 feet away from each other when they do the play-by-play. I guess the footballs will be wiped down and everything, considering this whole pandemic. So, but I'll just give you like a preview for week one. I'll give my week one predictions now, and I'll just give like who I think like for each team, just the standings, how they'll fare. That is if this season gets underway. So, okay. So, Thursday night, it's the Houston Texans at the Kansas City Chiefs, the defending Super Bowl champs. I have the Kansas City Chiefs winning. The 1 o'clock game, the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Atlanta Falcons. I have the Seattle Seahawks winning. Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Washington Redskins. I have the Eagles winning. Miami Dolphins at the New England Patriots. I have Miami winning. Green Bay Packers at Minnesota. I have Green Bay winning. Indianapolis Colts at the Jacksonville Jaguars. I have the Jaguars winning. The Chicago Bears taking on the Detroit Lions. I have the Bears winning. And the Cleveland Browns face the Baltimore Ravens. I have the Ravens beating the Browns. New York Jets taking on the Buffalo Bills. I have the Bills to win. The Oakland Raiders take on the Carolina Panthers. I have Carolina winning. Chargers at the Bengals. I have the Chargers, winning. Tampa Bay taking on the New Orleans Saints. I have the Saints to win. The Arizona Cardinals take on the San Francisco 49ers, the defending NFC champions. I have the 49ers to win. I have the Rams beating the Cowboys. Steelers are in New York to face the Giants. I have the Steelers to win, and I have the Titans beating the Denver Broncos. Now, as far as the standings goes, I have the Kansas City Chiefs at 11-5, the Seattle Seahawks 12-4, the Philadelphia Eagles 6-10, the Miami Dolphins 7-9, Green Bay Packers 13-3, Jacksonville Jaguars 11-5, Chicago Bears 8-8, Baltimore Ravens 10-6, Buffalo Bills 10-6, Carolina 11-5, Chargers 8-8, New Orleans 10-6, San Francisco 13-3, the Rams 9-7, Steelers 10-6, Titans 11-5, Bengals 3-13, Cowboys 10-6, the Vikings 12-4, the Cardinals 5-11, the Raiders 8-8, the Jets 6-10, the Colts 2-14, Giants 4-12, the Lions 4-12, Buccaneers 2-14, Texans 6-10, Redskins 2-14, Broncos 4-12, Browns 0-16, the Falcons, and last but not least, the Falcons at 1-15. Yeah. So that's the NFL portion of this show. And my final one. All right, this is the third point of this video. So, as of late, in this so-called YouTube wrestling community, Fortune 4 shooters getting a lot of heat, where this guy, I don't even know who, the Shield of Fatty Castle, I don't know who that guy is. They were taking shots at F4S saying we're troll groups and stuff like that. And his other buddy, Calamania, was calling me a creepy guy because I have pictures of the YWC. And I guess Dan XP, I guess he's talked about Wrestling Otaku. He talked about him. And I guess myself, Jalen, and Central Man were brought up, saying I guess he was saying that Otaku was bullying us and everything, manipulating, excuse me, the situation, and that Malik and Eric Melendez got us involved with the whole. Though I really don't think this is. I think this is more. There's more to it than just. More than the whole doxing, getting personal information doxed, and the whole Jordan Miles race thing, and I guess calling the calling Brad Rules a cracker. I think there's more to it than what it is. So I'm gonna get to the with myself being called a creepy guy because I'm not really, and you don't really know me, okay? So, and I will show you the reason why. I was using the reason why I was getting photos was because I wanted to do something funny. Okay? It's not creepy, it's funny. You cut somebody's you cut the photo and you put it on a different, you superimpose on something. It's called Photoshop. Don't you ever heard of that? Okay? Jesus. And you guys get this and you guys accused us, of being like you accused us of being real pedophiles and stuff like that. I'm tired of that crap too. Because you guys, do you really, so how do you guys know the size of a basement, really? Do you guys like, um, did you take um, architect school? So you know this, and where I live, it's not the base. I mean, my basement it's a small basement, So I don't know where you get this idea. Well, I mean, I don't know where you get this idea that the homes in Ohio, in Ohio, and the homes in Baltimore, because also Otaku is being accused of uh, imprisoning females in his basement, and that's bullshit. I'm calling you guys out on that because, you know, did you get his personal information? Do you really? I mean, let's see the uh, let's see the criminal record. Let's see it. What was he charged with? Because I'm pretty sure you go on these people finder apps, and they would, for a if you pay the premium and stuff like that, they give you everything from A to Z. And it just what's it to you that he wears glasses inside? I mean, and did you really, and instead of calling people fat, and making fun of their looks and everything, I mean, you couldn't just leave it alone. Maybe there's a reason, I don't know, for what's going on with Otaku. I don't know. And just like for myself, there's a reason, and that's why, you fools in the YWC. Why do you think, outside of the internet? Why do you think you guys are? Why do you think I don't really associate with you guys outside? I mean, basically, I keep to myself. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. But now that you keep on, if you're going to insist that oh, you're single, you can't get girls. Well, don't you guys? Well, you guys, don't you guys complain about women anyway? There's got to be something. I know there is. You guys complain about women. You got it. There's got to be one thing. I think there is because there can't be. You can't. There's just no. People can't like people all the time. There's got to be something, you know. And that's and all you have to and all you have to do is if you don't like wrestling otaku's content, don't watch it. But it seems like your community. But I'll say this: if your buddies that have YouTube channels and they get dislikes and stuff like that, it's not coming from the FRS. As of late. Because when Otaku talks about different stuff on his videos, the topic's not about you. It's about uh, pro wrestling, the Baltimore Ravens, because he's a Baltimore Ravens fan, and all he gets is like stuff like there's this chicken guy, and this morning I named you guys the sausage. I got a name for you guys that you guys do. That's your buddies in the YouTube, on the internet community, the Sausage Club. So what you're saying is that before the FRS started, you were saying that Wrestling Otaku made all these sock accounts. And what year did YouTube start? Because I think the FRS was formed in 2016. But if you're saying, if that's what you're saying, I mean, I don't know where the comments are coming from on your end, and you're assuming that it's us. I don't even know who you guys are, really. And that's why I deactivated my Twitter account and Instagram. And sometime on a couple occasions, I was shocked because you guys were on Facebook too. And that is weird. I mean, you guys say, well, I need to be on Facebook to connect with my friends. That's baloney. Because some of my neighbor next door is on Facebook. And my other friends that I knew for a long time, they're on Facebook too. And the ones that I went to church with. But right now, I mean, with the pandemic going on and everything, it changes everything. Or sometimes, did you ever, did you guys ever think about like talking to your friends outside of the internet, like talking on the phone instead of doing these that some of you do StreamYards? And you know what, and it's ironic too. Your on your your hero YouTube. Did you know that I had no idea about this the CEO of YouTube is a female. So I kind of find that funny because I know there's some content on YouTube. There's feminism stuff. So I kind of ironic that you're using the YouTube site, a social media, you're using a platform that a female runs, and I'm sorry, guys, I hate to break it to you, but she supports hate speech, and uh, just because Google they have that stuff on there, you can't like copyright and closed captioning. If you really believe all that stuff, man, uh, then that is weird then because it seems to me she does. She believes in that stuff. She loves the controversy. Say, what is it? The spamming. You can't spam on there. No hate speech. Promoting terrorism. I don't know about that. That seems like a whole lot of bunch of baloney to me. So, and if you want to talk about looks, hey, I'm 200. Yeah, I have a pot belly. You don't attack me, okay? I'm 200 pounds. You want to attack Utaku? Go after me, because I went after. Let's see. I used to eat five beef and cheddars and Mexi melts, you know, but now I with my now I'm in remission and everything. I gotta watch what I'm, now I gotta watch my weight and everything. So I stayed away from, well, I did have chips and salsa, but there was a point, like along maybe 20 years ago, I was 165. So, and I gotta watch I take a 20 milligrams for my cholesterol. I take that. I take for my allergies, it's like a Zyrtec substitute, and I take also calcium pills, vitamin D. So, but anyway, going back to yeah, you want to know, and also what else is weird with this YWC? I remember one of you guys pretended made a sock account of my cousin Alicia. I remember once, and that was very creepy. There was even once, I think my uncle. There was a sock account of my uncle too. So you want to accuse me of being very creepy, but hey, your guys, you know, that's what you guys did to me right before I did anything. So and then my last and final thing, and this is a whole about the whole Eric Melendez situation. Look, Eric is, Eric is not a, Eric is not a racist, and he's, I seen his content, on his channel. There's nothing, other, yeah. I mean, what is there? It's, it's just, it's a YouTube content. That's all that it is. He's never once, he's never once talked bad about myself. He never called me a cracker, or talked about let's beat up white people or something like that. He never said any of those things to me. And no, and Malik, Malik's he's a nice, yeah, no, he's Malik is great, is okay too. He's never said one thing about white people towards me. He's never been hostile towards me. But your buddy Roman Hall called me a cracker. Okay, so if you're gonna, so you're gonna say that, saying, you're gonna get all butthurt because Malik did a video talking about Brad Rules. Well, then your buddy Roman Hall called me a cracker, and he said that he hoped that I jump in a lake or something in one of his videos. Oh, and you didn't. I don't know if you had anything to say about that Con Man 167 is a smart, where on the Fortune 4 shooters video, one of those videos, the comment said to Malik, "I hope you go back to Africa." So if you're saying, "Oh yeah, white people are innocent," in which I mean, you're aware of racism, but yeah, but come on. I to me, I think you were. I mean, at the prior to uh, Malik, talking with the asylum and the NF4S, I think you were just pretending to be his friend, really. Quite honestly. So I think all it was is just a scam. Quite honestly. And also, there's proof. Some of you guys like to download videos. You like to steal people's videos. So not only do you like to steal photos from people. Oh, by the way, may I remind you that Conman 167 is a smart. I think his the guy behind that is Ricky. Though I wonder if there's another person stealing photos though too. So how's that for weird? Okay. And hey, the asylum, they're pretty cool. All the guys on the asylum are pretty cool. They have different topics. They don't talk about people, or when they have to. But it's more like there's Impact live reaction show episodes, AEW live reaction shows, and like random topics, and that's about it. They don't they don't. I mean, only when they have to. It's only when if that certain individual irritates, irritates them or something. And yes, I would make parody accounts to go on the live chat on the asylum's shows. Okay, but though at the same time too, there'll be like all these random sock accounts too, like Conman167 is a smart, and there's that's one of them. Um, Mr. Rican J's left nut, there's that one. So if you're gonna say that, then look at that. Oh, and yes, and before I used to have WWE 2K 2017, so I had this idea of putting the YWC members as creative wrestlers. I did that before I did the. So I wanted to get away from the whole making parody accounts that dislike videos, but it was just to be funny. So yeah, and finally, I was also accused of getting getting photos of Roman Hall's mom, and which I did not. I swear on my life that I didn't. I didn't do that. I didn't even know. For one, I didn't even know that she was on Facebook. For one, and number two, that's unfortunate because I don't think I would. I would hide my photos. Okay, that's why they give you that feature where you could set it up where only you could see your photos. So as far as whoever the culprit is, well, I guess that was Brian Greenstreet. I guess I don't know. Come to think of it, too, I thought that there was two different Brian Greenstreet sock accounts. I guess so. So that's my thoughts for WWE Money in the Bank, the 2020 NFL season, and my latest rant.